Hey, and welcome to this morning video. If you're watching this on Monday, happy Monday. And so I'm going to pull a card today, and I'm also going to read from one of my books, and we're going to have some messages for you. This is really about starting your day in an intentional way, in a way that's going to help you be more positive during the day, but also be more mindful, because you want to be designing and creating your life. You want to be living your life, not just reacting from, all the things that are going on around you, or paying so much attention to other people's lives. And then after a while, it's like, oh my God, I'm just living the same day over and over again, and I'm not doing anything for me, right? So time to change it. Doesn't matter what age you're at. Okay, the card I pulled today is the Tower card. Sorry, this might happen. I don't know if it's allergies. The Tower card. I love this card. I actually like this card. A lot of people fear change or fear the Tower, or think it means all the good in your life's going to come collapsing. No, I think about it as whatever needs to collapse, whatever needs to be broken down, whatever needs to go away in your life. So whatever needs to go away is going to go away. Because sometimes we don't take the action to get rid of something or to change something, right? We know we need to leave a relationship or a job or something, but we don't, right? You've had this, right? And then eventually God source does something major in your life, and all of a sudden you need to make the change. Same with people who are like, oh, I know I got to start eating healthy. I need to start eating. I need to start doing something. And then pretty soon, right, that happens. They all of a sudden get sick, and then it's their time to now take action. So it's basically kind of about, okay, action needs to happen. There's some things that need to change. It's time to take that action. It's time to do it. So if you get the Tower card, it's like, okay, whoa, here's my sign before the world, God, source, universe crashes it down around me in a way I don't want it to happen, right? I'm going to do this in the way that I want it to be, right? Let me be in a little more control of this Tower moment. And the affirmation part of it is, in chaos, I walk towards my brightest light. So what we want to think about is that everything happens for us. Everything happens for us. Whatever happens is meant to happen to us. Now, I know I'm going to get some people here. So my daughter, my only child, passed away in 2016. So I know there will be other people who go, my husband passed away, my kid passed away. How is that for me, right? So I'm just going to say it right now, right? Like that. I know. And it doesn't mean. So each soul, each person has their life journey. So your son, daughter, husband's passing away was their soul path. Their soul path. Theirs. So we don't want to say, why would God do that to me? Right? Stop making everything about you. Oh boy, I'm so sorry. Right? It's their soul path. They lived their whole life. That was their whole life. They didn't die early. They didn't die too young. They didn't die when they weren't supposed to. They didn't die, there was so many years ahead of him or her. He shouldn't have died. Yes, that was their end of life, right? So I'm not saying, so sometimes it is that other person's path journey, but it happened to you. So I believe that when we're in the spirit world, we choose who we're going to, spend our real life and life down on earth with, and we choose to help them through certain things in their life. This was not even what I was going to talk about. Anyways, so everything happens for us. So I was meant to overcome this. I was meant to have a daughter who passed away. I was meant to all that stuff to happen, and that was meant for her too. So I don't look at it, anyways. So don't dwell on the bad, and don't blame the bad, and don't say like, oh, my life is shit because of all this stuff happened, right? No, this was what I was meant to go through. This is a challenge I was meant to overcome. This is just one of those things in my life that I'm meant to overcome. I'm meant to work through. Maybe I'm even meant to help someone else through it or teach about this right? Those types of things. We always see the reasons later on in life if we are open, right? If we're open to understanding, believing that this is my life journey, things are going to happen. Some that seem to me okay, some that seem to me really hard, but it is my journey. And I'm going to walk through this in the best way, me being the best I can be, right? So you want to look at what happens to you is like, oh, interesting. And I'm not talking about something devastating as losing a child, but most things in life I'm talking about as, oh, interesting. What does this have to tell me? Has this been a reoccurring theme, message, thing, pattern in life? Like making money, spending money, making money, losing money, making money, going bankrupt, whatever, spending and going bankrupt, right? All these things, right? Like, so those are patterns. It's like, wow, I've done it again. I've done it again. Start a diet, do really good, then sabotage. Start a diet again, then do really good, and then sabotage. That's a pattern too, right? So all of these things in our life, it's like, okay, wake up. Like we need to change those. We get to work through those. We need to find our way through them. Otherwise, they're going to keep repeating. That is the problem, right? That's the thing that happens. So when a tower happens, it's like a big reminder. Okay, you have to wake up. You have to listen to this wake up call. It's really time for change. Really time for change. And the message also says the jolt of the tower is visceral and often frightening. Know that you are safe and that the magic of starting anew bubbles from this change. And it is about changing your perception around it and how you view it, how you see it, how you think about it. It still doesn't mean, so you can still go through the change, the tower moment, with sadness. You can still feel all the emotions, cry, be sad, feel depressed about something, but you don't want to stay in it. You don't want to sit in it. You want to express the emotions, feel the emotions so they can move through you. And of course, look at the healing that you can do, the help that you can get, right? Reach out, get the help, get the support that you need to go through this, learn what you can, look at the resources that are available to you, right? It all has a message. It's part of your growth. It's part of your growth. So all challenges are part of our growth. All right. And the book is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn, written in 1925. And I've read some of this before. There's just a little bit here. We must hold to our vision and give thanks that the end is accomplished, that we have already received. Then whatever the block has been, it's removed and we are free to go with our lives to the next level in this game. Just before the big achievement come apparent failure and discouragement, which could be the tower. The tower comes sometimes before our next up level, right? Like a relationship fell down that wasn't really that good, but it left you feeling, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm all alone now. And you're kind of like unsettled, but then you meet the main love of your life, someone who treats you better than you could have ever imagined. That's the tower moment that leads to something even better. That's what it's talking about, right? Often, just before the big achievement comes apparent failure and discouragement. Our old world comes unglued as a new one based on our new beliefs, and vision comes in to take its place. This is the time when we must make our affirmations repeatedly and rejoice and give thanks that we have already received. That's like saying, this is a challenge. I know that I'm meant to work through it, and knowing that there's something better on the other side. And we will make it through, right? Rejoice and give thanks that we have already received, that our gift is present, awaiting our recognition, that we, of course, are safe, are secure. We will make it. We are strong, right? We are strong. We have the power. But that's if you don't go into the victim. If you realize I am meant to overcome this, this is for me. That means I'm strong enough. That means I can do it. That means there's a great lesson here. That means that I may be meant to meet someone who's going to help me through this. I may be meant to find a completely new resource or technique or tool or job even that's going to leave me feeling, oh my God, this is the best thing that ever happened to me, right? So that's the way to reframe it. Okay, I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And go into your day being more mindful and just noticing how you react to things. Notice what your thoughts are around things. Notice when you go into stress. Notice when you can just sit and observe things in a calm, peaceful place, right? Just going, everything's okay, everything's safe. This too shall pass, and just observe what's going on around you and know that you have the power, you have the safety within you, right? Build that faith, trust, and belief in yourself and a higher power. All right, have a great day. Oh boy, sorry. I have to stop this.